Witkoop, and there to Hoedspruit, and Hoedspruit to somewhere off the coast of Britain, to Ireland, and all over the world. And we've had some internet problems, some very serious storms in the area, knocked out internet, knocked out power in the local towns last night. So we're still battling. We're getting intermittent internet here all day, which means that we're going to take a very, very quick fireside chat tonight. We're sitting inside mainly because it's still very wet outside. The rain has held up, but there is weather moving in. Everything is extremely wet out there, and well, we could have rubbed two sticks together till next week and we still wouldn't have able to make a fire. And so we're inside. We managed to set it all up inside. This is the wonderful big 3D TV set that we have, that we do all our editing on. And well, just some background pictures. We were trying to find some fire. I don't know if any of you remember some time ago when we had to do a fireside chat from the old FC. We actually started it off with this little computer screen with a fire going on the computer screen. Well, tonight we've got a pretty amazing still shot of an Impala Ram in full flight, and not too far from here on the open area, and that we all know as Quarantine. Well, my name is Mark. Welcome to Wild Earth and welcome to Sunday evening. And we're not going to chat too long, but one of the main reasons that we are on tonight is to have somebody who hasn't really been with us in front of the camera. She's been behind the camera all the time. She's done some superb work with us. I've had a really good time with her out there on drives. She's stimulated my sense of humor most of the time, because every now and then when I say something that I don't think is funny and she laughs and giggles, it makes me try and make more jokes, and I don't know, maybe I'm improving as far as my sense of humor is concerned. But Suzanne, come and join me, and I'll stand up for the ladies. Okay, no handshakes, just a little bit more. That's normally tradition, to shake hands. There we go. Sue, yes, you've got some sad news for us.
I do. Well, where are you going?
I'm letting you go.
Okay. Well, after a long deliberation, I've decided that I've got to go to Peru, which is not South Africa. So that means that, unfortunately, I have to leave here. Well, that's the sad news, obviously, for me as well, because I've really much enjoyed it here. I've loved working here as much, as everyone else, the camera work, the editing, the people, the bush life. So, yeah. The elephants, yeah, definitely. That's been one of our biggest experiences, I think. It was, I don't know if any of you were there. It was an afternoon drive, and just as we were driving down from Gowrie Dam, like this massive herd came up, and we managed to spend about an hour and a half, an hour with them, and they all just came up close to the vehicle, and it was amazing. So those are obviously the moments I'm going to miss. Other moments that are not behind the camera as well, like drives with Mark under full moon, or watching lightning storms, and watching shooting stars. Many things. So, but what can you do?
I mean, I'm glad that you've been here. I'm glad that you spent some time here and we shared some memories. All of us, in the times that we've had as a team, you fitted in from the day one, and you became part of the team. I think that's also one of the things you're going to miss the most. It's sort of the camaraderie and the togetherness that we have here.
Yeah, definitely. It's because you live together, you work together, you do everything together. Yeah. So it's very intense, which makes it very good as well. Missing Herman, for instance, who's behind the camera, and Greg, who's sitting right over there. And of course Tara, Pat, Mel, and Alex, who's in Russia, Will, who comes down here, and who am I missing out? Seb and Sepiwe, yeah.
The other two S's.
Yeah, the other two S's, exactly, yeah. Yeah, it was a tough decision, but yeah, you've got to follow your heart, and I think that's the camaraderie actually as well. Everyone's been really supportive about my decision because, you know, we work in a small team and it's difficult when someone leaves, and you know, you really depend on each other, and that's the really nice thing as well about working here. So it's difficult when someone leaves because obviously back in. Test 1 2 3. Sweet.
We've seen during the week, the previous week, and I think one of the most important things that we've had this previous week is there's still water trickling into the dam that is filling up to its highest levels, and it's going to start spilling over the spillway soon enough, and I'm looking forward to seeing that. Of course, I'm not going to be here much. I'll be doing a drive tomorrow morning, and we'll be looking for content. But at the moment, with Suzanne, yes, our last drive together, trying to film some stuff. Of course, we are very sorry we're not coming to you live. Yeah, I'm looking at that too. There's a winged termite that has come in. That's Macrotermes natalensis, and it's about to lose its wings because it's been flying. It likes you more than me. Must be a king. Sorry, we're distracted by insects. I was distracted by a beetle today. So had Suzanne giggling about that. A jewel beetle that is a mimic of a blister beetle, and you cannot believe. I wish I could have got a photograph of it. Very, very often on drives we are asked. I know I'm sidetracking, but you know that I do that. You know that suddenly things pop into my head, and I digress. But this jewel beetle, I found it on the front of the Gunda, just as Tara and Suzanne would get a photograph of it. And Suzanne said she wanted to get it on the main camera, the 3D camera. And I said, no, if I open my hand, it's going to fly away. And she said, no, we can try it. I said, no, it's a jewel beetle. Jewel beetles are very quick. They take off like flies. They don't sit around like a dung beetle. And, well, cut a long story short, needless to say, I gave in, because when women ask me things, I do give in. And I opened my hand and it flew away. And, of course, I then ran after it and it flew 50 yards down Quarantine, and there I was trying to run after it, keep it in sight. Landed in a combretum, a bush willow, and as soon as I got to the bush willow, it dropped out of the tree and flew off again. So with Tara and Suzanne heading off on their drive, all I could see was Suzanne looking back at me, giggling at me chasing after this jewel beetle. I think one person will probably understand, that's Paula, because she understands jewel beetles, but then my mother would too. Anyways, so I digress. Sightings this week, well, we haven't had much. You know, the rain does change things a lot. We've been battling to find content in between the rain. There's been fantastic insect activity, beautiful flowers out there. I've been filling up my camera with photos of flowers and insects, and I'll be trying to post them soon. I was hoping to maybe do something of a bit of a remarkable creatures this evening, but unfortunately all sorts of reasons why that wasn't possible. But maybe by the end of the month, as soon as I come back from leave, I'll be able to do something similar and show you some of the wonderful insects and flowers that we've had this season. I think more so than I've seen last year or the year before, and maybe that's on account of all this very heavy rain that we've had. Things are flowering in a much more profuse way than they have in the last 2 seasons that I've been here. That's very exciting. Other than that, we haven't really seen much. We had the 2 Kahuma young to you live with the vehicle at the moment. But, Oops, don't know where you lost me, if you lost me. I'm trying to put some footage together of that elephant, those elephants that were sparring in front of my Land Rover last time I was on leave. I've actually been going through a lot of that footage, and I just need to be able to get on the internet to register some editing software so that I can edit it all. We're pretty coming up in the new year after we're all done with our leave cycles and this, as I say, the silly season. I know it's not really the silly season, but the wonderful holiday season that's upon us now. Everybody's busy with Christmas, and well, Hanukkah's over for those of you who had Hanukkah, but Christmas is upon us, and the Christmas festive spirit is out there. So enjoy. I will be back. Thank you. Okay, well, termites. I'll put it in a pan later and fry it up for my dinner. Have a wonderful, sorry, Herman. Have a wonderful Christmas. I won't see you until about the 24th. I'll be back on the 24th, just before Christmas, so I'll still be able to wish you a Merry Christmas. But in the meantime, I'm going off to the Timbavati to talk to my elephants again. And from me and Herman behind the camera, Craig behind the computer, we're all in FC, and everybody here at Wild Earth, thanks for watching, and thanks for being who you are, and thanks for being our viewers. Bye for now.